Hello. Just out doing a little gravel travel. Thought I'd maybe do a quick vlog here of something. Where to start? Besides being bumpy as hell, fuck. Well, okay. In that one video that I titled it Video Potpourri Vlog Combo Plate $5.99 plus tax. I know that title was just a bad joke, but in the vlog part of it there, I was talking about the vapor or vaping as a replacement for cigarettes. Well, not long after that, actually, after that was recorded, I didn't post it until for a little while afterwards, but my vapor thing, I still don't know what it's called, jeez, the battery kind of came apart on it, right where the terminal part of it connects to the frame, came apart. So I didn't really know what to do, because there was just one wire, going from the battery itself to the middle of the terminal thing, and then the outside of it is the other, connection of the circuit. I didn't want to break that wire or anything, or rip it out of the solder, or whatever, and totally fuck it up. So I didn't mess with it for a while. And then I finally got the courage, I guess, to mess with it, and finally got it off of the atomizer thing, and tried to super glue that back together. Well, super glue failed, so it's still working. But what I do now when I have to unscrew the atomizer from it to put in more e-juice, or when I have to take the battery off to charge it, I have to just be very, very careful with it. But it still works. And as of, right now, technically it is the 12th of October at 1:33 a.m. So as of the 10th at 2 p.m., I have been using nothing but that. I haven't had a cigarette since 2 p.m. on Friday the 10th. So, and I will get an occasional urge, ooh, maybe I should go buy a pack of cigarettes, but I get past that and just take a couple of puffs, and that craving for that goes on away, and I survived it. So, I'm pretty proud of that so far. It's working pretty well. Excuse me. I'm not reacting like some people do, where they've gone to this and they're starting to hack crap up, from not smoking the regular cigarettes. I just haven't really done that. I think Saturday morning I hacked a little bit, and just a tiny bit came out, Sorry, being gross there, but that was it. So, kind of odd. Sorry, I kind of dropped the phone. have it on the charger, so I grabbed the cord real quick. But I was doing some calculations in my head. Some calculations in my head. And with cigarettes, I smoked, I'd say maybe a pack and a quarter a day. And so each day, including that quarter of a pack, I was spending $5, just over $5, like $5.25 a day on smoking. And around here, this e-juice, depending on what you get, and hello, this area flooded over for a bit, and it's been a couple of days. So, oh shit, this is slimy and slick. Woo-hoo, spinning in the mud, and out I go. Okay. That was fun. If I wasn't really talking, I'd back up and do it again. But with the around here, you can get the brand is called Puff, and I forgot how many milliliters of e-juice is in it. But one of them little bottles fills the atomizer on my vapor thing 3 times. And each fill of that atomizer lasts me all day. So basically, I'm getting... Woo! Smells like shit out here. Sorry. That just hit my nose. Oh, God. But, so I can fill that 3 times, so it basically lasts me 3 days. And that brand is only $2.99. And with the tax, it's like $3.20. So instead of spending $5.25 a day for my habit, I'm spending $1, basically. So I'm saving a lot of money doing this too, which is also helping me with it. And plus, you can do different kinds of flavors and stuff like that. Unfortunately, to me, though, like, when I start a new flavor, after a while, I get numb to it, so I don't really taste the flavor anymore. But, I mean, still, the variety of flavors is cool that you can't do in cigarettes, you know. I mean, there are cigars out there that have flavors and stuff like that, but I'm not really a cigar person, except for the Swisher Sweets little cigars, and I only do those in menthol. But so like you can do blueberry, strawberry, like in it right now I've got blueberry. And then there's more expensive e-juice that like more exotic flavors like root beers, cinnamon rolls, stuff like that, and in various bottle sizes, you know, which the bigger bottles, which run like $6.99 or something like that, I probably can fill my atomizer like 10 times or so with it, something like that. So that's kind of interesting to experiment with different flavors and stuff like that. It's that bad thing about cinnamon roll. I mean, depending on the brand, the flavors vary, the tastes vary. So excuse me. And the cinnamon roll, like, it'll make you want to eat cinnamon rolls then. So that's the update on, well, that, I guess. On to other things. As you all know, as of this time, the Kansas City Royals are just kicking ass. I mean, ever since the last game of the regular season, they are on a winning streak. I mean, before that last game of the regular season, they already made the wild card spot in the American League. I forgot what division in the American League they're part of. But ever since they played that last game against the Chicago White Sox, they have been on a winning streak. And then after that, postseason started, and they swept the Los Angeles Angels, beat them 3 games in a row, knocked them out. And then, decisions. I think I'll turn left, I guess, here on Gem Avenue, which it's a gravel road. I doubt it's going to be a gem. But now they are playing in a 7-game series against the Baltimore Orioles, and they have won the first 2 games. And all these games in the postseason they have played have gone into extra innings. I think tonight's game went into extra innings. I'm not sure. I didn't pay attention. I just paid attention to the score because I was busy working. And this flooded over a bit too, but this isn't so muddy. It's just a couple of chuck holes. But they've been playing in the playoffs here in entertaining style. But as they stand now, all they have to do is win 2 more games, and they are in the World Series. I mean, they haven't been in the playoffs since 1985. 29 years. When they won the World Series in 85. And then when they finally make it into the playoffs, here they are. They've got an excellent shot of going straight into the World Series. After basically dropping off the planet after their first World Series and didn't even make it back into the playoffs ever again. So, to be honest, I'm actually excited about this. I mean, it's something to be excited about. I mean, this is... I think I'll turn here. Quick decision. Oh, shit. So, I mean, this is just something special. I mean, I don't know much about baseball. I'm not really a baseball person. I'm not really a sports person, to be honest. I mean, but out of the sports, my favorite would be American football. So, oh my God, this road was nasty. Shit. Oh fuck, slipping off into it too. Shit. God. But I mean, being from Marshall, I naturally tend to be for Kansas City, no matter what team it is, or what sport it is. So, I mean, I even support, it's now Sporting KC, which is the soccer team. Which I don't understand why they changed it to that and didn't stay the Kansas City Wizards. But I mean, now this is just something very special. I mean, it's a big deal. There's not very many, to my knowledge, there's not very many MLB teams that have gone like that. I mean, almost 3 decades without a playoff appearance. So, I mean, it's just pretty special in Major League Baseball flat out. And I gotta stop here because I gotta see something. Oh, no wonder I'm fucking burning up at the heat. It's I had it on the wrong switch. I wanted it down towards my feet. But, so, oh, boy, hello. Here we go. Let's kind of float that a bit. Jeez. So, like, I hope they do make it to the World Series and win. That would be fantastic. And if they do, I mean, even if it costs like $60, I will buy a World Series champions hat. Because it's going to be a special thing. As you never know. I mean, it could be a repeat. I mean, they could turn around, win the World Series, and then not appear in the playoffs again for another 29 years. I mean, you know? So, it's just something really special. And, man, this was just nasty, I guess, after it rained. Jesus. What's this? Where am I at? Stop. No entry beyond this point unless authorized. Where the fuck am I then? Huh. I must have ended up accidentally going down somebody's driveway instead. So, I will just have to do a U-turn. Or, turn around here. Bad thing about gravel travel. Poorly marked. Doesn't say anything about maybe being a private driver or whatever. But no wonder this was kind of nasty. So, but... excuse me. I mean, I can't say it enough. I mean, it's just something special, and I think the entire United States realizes this. So... I guess there's my comments on that. Well, besides the fact, I mean, especially after last year's disappointment with the Chiefs on the football side, you know, last year they ended up being the only team in the NFL still undefeated at 9-0, and then they lost fucking 4 in a row and or something like that. And then won one, would lose one, win one, whatever, lose one. And then ended up with like an even record, I think it was. Or something close like that. They were like only a 50% win or 60% win percentage, something shit like that. And made it into the first round of the playoffs and lost to the fucking Chargers, so... And then they were done and over with after being the only team in the NFL to be undefeated. After that huge letdown. So this is just another thing to be excited about in Kansas City sports. I mean, there isn't much there. I mean, we got the Chiefs for football, the Royals for baseball, and Sporting KC for soccer. I mean, we don't have a basketball team. Oh, this is going to be kind of nasty again, because I have to go back through this shit. And then, I mean, we don't have a basketball team, which, well, I don't really care about, because I find, as in a viewer or a spectator, basketball very boring. I like to play it. I suck at it, but I like to play it, even though I'm out of shape as hell. But, it's just for me, very boring to spectate. So, I mean, for what I would call local team to be in that position is very exciting for me, I guess. Excuse me. So, I guess that's it on that one now. I could end that little rant. I guess we can get on the subject of my baby here. Yeah, I've got some dumb lights on. Got the track off light on right now. That's because I actually turned off the traction control on this, or the whatever it's called, the It's ETS, but I see I can turn it off or on. Turn the traction control. It naturally is on. The traction control is naturally on, but I can just turn it off at will. And I just have always done that because I don't like traction control. I mean, it sometimes will f*** you up or screw you over because when it detects wheel spin, it cuts the motor down a bit, and it can kind of screw you over, like especially in winter, like when the streets are a little slippery, but like when it's been really, really, really cold, and all they can do is basically just plow it down as far as they can go because no treatment will work in that temperature. And so the streets can be slightly slick, and if you're trying to take off and you spin, that traction control kick in or whatever, and then cause you to slow down even more when you can gain speed by still spinning out. And like a couple of times I've been trying to get across the intersection, traction control kick in, and here comes a fucking car, and I'm slowing down instead of speeding up like I would if it wouldn't bog the engine down. So I just now, since I have the option of actually being able to turn it off, because in the previous vehicle I couldn't turn it off unless I dropped it down into, I think it was third. So now that I can actually turn it off at will, I just naturally turn it off now. But I've got the change oil light, which is bogus, because I think when I got this car, it had an oil change in it. I just think they forgot to hit the reset button for it when they changed it, because the oil has still got some opaqueness to it. I think that's the proper word. I mean, it's still got some clearness to it. It's not even black yet. It's still oil colored, like, coming out of the bottle almost. It's slightly darker than that. Because I'm like maybe 1,500 miles on this oil, and out of the 3,000 I've recommended. Over here is low coolant, but as you can see, temp is just fine. She's running at the temp that this vehicle is supposed to run at, and then low washer. But also the low coolant, I think, could be an error because I've still got plenty of coolant, and it'll actually shut off once in a while. Excuse me. So actually, it might be the computer just erroring. I don't know. We'll fully find out. I'm not even full inspection, but I'm not worried about it because she just does not overheat. So, and then Thursday night I got paid, and I had to get like $300 cash off my card. It was just direct deposit, and the ATM for my bank only has a $200 a day limit withdrawal, even though actually on the screen it gives you an option for $300 for a quick select. Go figure on that. So as soon as I got off of work at 11, I went to ATM and withdrew $200. And then the way it works is it resets at midnight. So I had to go drive around for a little bit to kill time for an hour, so I can go back to the ATM, get another $100, so I can pay the bills that I need to pay with cash. And while I was out driving, I was making a sharp turn up a hill, and I heard this hellacious, loud grind noise from under the fucking hood. My steering wheel shook, and I slowly lost my power steering. So my power steering pump is going bad, or it's stripped. I think it's stripped a gear is more likely what I'm thinking. But whatever went wrong, I mean, it's going bad. Like right now, the power steering is working fine, but it's intermittent, whatever how you pronounce it. I can't pronounce shit. But it's going to need to be replaced. I've got to do that Tuesday. The guy said he should have one for me Tuesday, because Friday morning he told me to come in Saturday morning, he'd have one, but the one he got won't fit. So he said he'd have one for me on Tuesday. So, but like I said, it's intermittent and it's not that big of a deal. I mean, what's making me say it's a stripped gear in there somehow is because when it does quit, it doesn't affect my belt system. I've just got a serpentine belt, one belt for everything. And if it was locking up, it would make my belt squeal and everything, or even maybe stop the belt and cause everything else not to be working, and it's not. So when it goes out, it's that gear that's losing grip, and just the pulley on it just keeps on turning, but it's just not doing anything for the pump. So, and when it does, it's not that big of a deal. I mean, all I do is just put more force into the wheel to make around the corner or make a turn from a slow speed. And you all are probably thinking, well, hell, look at him. I mean, he's driving down these gravel roads and he could lose his power steering and he's holding the phone while driving and stuff like that. Yeah, I know. I mean, if I notice that my power steering is gone, I will quickly toss the phone into the seat and deal with it. It's not that big of a deal, especially when I'm only going 20 miles an hour. So, I mean, this is no big deal. I can also just hit the brake real quick and come to a stop. So, I guess that's the deal with that, daddy-o. What am I, in the 1950s? So, I guess that's all I can think of to say about that. I think I could drag off my vape thing. And I decided to do a vlog like this with me driving around because I don't really like to be in front of the camera. Plus, y'all are probably tired of seeing mug, ass mug, and be more interested just seeing things coming. Or not much, since it's nighttime, you just see what the headlights are shining on. But, so I decided to do a vlog like this. Sorry, I'm taking drags off my vape. Oh, and speaking of vape, about the biggest thing I struggle with this is after I eat, and I'm full, I really want a cigarette bad. And then this just barely covers that, so. So, things that make a smoker really want to smoke, have a smoke craving bad, this doesn't, it's just barely covering it. And now y'all probably think, well, what about after sex, you perverts? I don't have to worry about that. Don't get sex. You gotta have a girlfriend to have sex, okay? Or a boyfriend, whichever your sexual preference may be. But my preference is women, and I don't have a girlfriend, so I don't get any. Yeah, perverts, get your mind out of the gutter. My mind belongs there, not yours. So yeah, the big triggers for smoking cravings is, it's a struggle, but I keep thinking to myself, you don't need a cigarette. You don't need a cigarette. But then I get those thoughts, just occasionally. So it isn't that big of a deal. And here I am. I've been ranting on for about 30 minutes on this now. So, and I have it sending to my internal memory on the phone. I think it's about half full, I think, the memory, the built-in memory on this. So I don't know really how long I have left on this, but I don't know what will happen when it gets full or if it starts to get near full. So I'll just keep going for a little bit, I guess, if I can think of something to talk about. There's a radio tower right down there, but you can see the red lights flashing on. This is by, I'd say it's about a good 5 miles outside of the city limits of Marshall. But that tower isn't for our local radio station KMMO. No, their tower is actually right by the station itself. This tower, according to radiolocator.com, which is, I think, what is that big college? I'm wanting to say Princeton, I think. That's their, website and stuff. But according to them, that belongs to KPOW FM out of Sedalia, Power 97, which is the local classic rock station. Which I find weird is because then their studios are, let me do some thinking in my head, I'd say 25 miles away from this tower. Because their broadcast studios are in downtown Sedalia, and Sedalia is 30 miles from here, or from Marshall, so I think it's weird that their broadcast tower is so far out, but I mean, that's not really all that uncommon for radio and TV. So, but I also find it weird to be, in this market area, to have a tower that far away from the broadcast studios. So I find it a little odd. Now, I can see, like in the cities, like Kansas City and stuff, you have your studios, downtown, but yet your towers like in Independence or out in the country just outside of the city or something like that, because it's kind of hard to have a tower in the middle of the city, I mean, there are some like, I think KCTV5 out of Kansas City still uses that one tower that is by their old studios, but they've moved from them studios, but it's still that one tower. It used to have the lights on it and stuff like that, and like it had lights all the way up and down, and when they flashed a certain color or whatever, it was a weather indication. Like, if there was a severe thunderstorm warning, it would flash a certain color or whatever, tornado warning, blah, 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 winter storm warning, stuff like that. I think they still use that tower even though they're no longer in that building that's right next to that tower that's in town. But them studios are now used by KCPT 19, and they use that tower too. In fact, I think they had to use that tower because back when I was a kid, I think back in the late 80s, I believe Channel 19's tower collapsed. And so they were off the air for a few days until they made arrangements with KCTV to use that tower, and that just ended up being their permanent tower. And then 5 moved out of that studio and 19 moved in. I think that's how that goes. But I do remember them being off the air because of that. Lived out in the country and we used an antenna to pick up things, so we didn't have very many channels. So you noticed when Okay, I got disrupted because it stopped recording, and I think because my device memory got full, so I switched to saving to the memory card. But the last phone I started using the memory card for saving this, it would be like the audio video would be horribly out of sync, as I talked about in another video. So, but we'll try it because I'm not done talking yet. And Lord knows how much I can do on this. I mean, the memory card is almost empty on this, so the SD card on it. So I should be able to record for quite a while. Although I hope I don't keep yammering on like this, because this is going to be a boring video. This is already past 30 minutes. But yeah, I mean, you knew when a station was off the air when you have so few to choose from. But in that last video, I think I had a quick clip of me driving like this, you know, out in the country. And like I said in there, I mean, this just relaxes me. I mean, I enjoy doing this, doing a little gravel travel. I mean, I am a country boy at heart. I mean, I was born and raised in the country. I mean, I lived out in the country from ever since I was born clear until I was 18 years old. So, I mean, I prefer living in towns and stuff like that, and I've always said that I would probably be perfectly content in like New York City. I mean, even though they can get a shitload of snow, I mean, you can still pretty much kind of get around there by foot to almost anything you would need. Holy shit, that's a big rut that was ran out by water. Ugh. But I mean, so I was born and raised in the country, so this just relaxes me. You know, just sit, check things out, even though you can't really see much. And then, you know, my choice in music, you know, obviously is the obvious, but I mean, basically rock and roll. But when I do this, I usually turn on country, and I love classic country. So I'll turn on a classic country station, just cruise the gravel roads, stuff like that. So, and I hope my voice is being picked up pretty well. I guess we'll find out in editing, won't we? Sorry, taking another couple of drags. Oh, decisions. I'm on this is 150th trail here. Do I make a right or do I make a left? Right or left? Right or left? You decide. Impossible. I will decide, and I guess I will make a left. Because making a right would take me way further on out into the country and stuff, and I think it's probably about time I start to head a little back towards town. Because I don't want to burn too much gas, you know, and stuff. But I wanted to do a vlog and you know, so instead of being at home and using my video camera on my computer and showing my mug, I just thought I'd get out and about and just do it this way. I mean, actually for about a week now I've been thinking about doing a vlog, and I thought about doing it this way, but I'm just now getting to it. I doubt I will get it put together tonight and uploaded. I'll probably wait and do that on Tuesday, and 2 days is just technically Sunday now, early Sunday morning. But So I'll probably do it then, because I won't feel like putting these two together and then rendering them. I mean, this is one of those things where I could have, if the phone hadn't quit the recording, I probably could have just uploaded it directly from the phone, through the YouTube app that I've got on here, and did it that way and not had to worry about editing. But now it's two different separate videos, so I've got to take it off of here, put it on my laptop, run it through, put it together in Vegas Pro 10, and put it together and render it and then upload it. Oh, that's nice and mode over there. Like, yeah, I'm showing you. Yeah, look, it's all nice and mode. You can see that. Not. If I showed my headlights on it, I could, but I ain't gonna get sideways on the road. Fuck that. Somebody come down Grove, see car sideways. What the fuck? It's because there's a house right up here, and they just mowing through all them trees and stuff. And then up to here. And this looks like an old church here that I'm coming to. Yep, to my left. I don't know if you can see the white of the building or not. Can't something cemetery. Oh yeah, now I know exactly where I'm at. I know this cemetery. I know this cemetery. Here we're on a very smooth part of a gravel road. Not much gravel on it. Whoa, puddle. So, but yeah, I won't feel like doing all that, and then I'd have to wait for it to render. Which takes forever because, well, I don't have all that great of a computer. Flooded out here again a little bit. Little John boat right there just off the road. But, so that won't happen tonight. In fact, I guarantee it ain't gonna happen tonight. No point in saying probably. I don't feel like doing that. I get lazy. And yeah, that's not a great thing for, somebody on YouTube who's trying to do things on a regular basis and stuff like that. But that's just me. I mean, I do get too busy sometimes. I mean, like, I've got to work. I got to go to work tomorrow and work Monday. I'm not off till Tuesday. So, and I think I know, I know exactly where I'm at. Up here is a double Y. Here's a YY. And Pootie Cat crossing the road, looks like. Yep, YY. Just what I thought. So we will hit YY now, and head YY takes us right on into Marshall. Turn left. Head north on YY here. I won't stick with it all the way. I'll hit another gravel road and take that way. That type of route. A rock in my tire. I can hear it on the asphalt here. Tick, 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 tick. I don't think you all can hear it, but I do. I mean, to be honest, if I had a great computer that would render the video, allow the program to render the video quickly, then I would go ahead and put it up on YouTube and just get it uploading, but that takes a really long time because of my internet connection. Because I mean, I've got great download speed. I've got like 12 megs, I think it is, down, but my up is 1.5, which sucks. So make upload to YouTube takes a bit. And you might have just heard that rock ticking along against sound bouncing off the concrete pillars of that bridge. But if I could get it to render quick, I would do it, and then just upload it on YouTube, and then just hit publish when uploaded. That way it would just do it automatically without me being there. But so let's see here. What else could I yak about for a bit here? Hold on, let me slow down. Take a look here. It shows, according to this, I got 5,600 megabytes left on this to record. So it's counting up in kilobytes, but the countdown on left is in megabytes. So that's kind of funny, because I don't get the countdown on the device memory. It's just on the card. Although, like I was saying on this, I mean, I don't think it's really going to matter too much about the audio-video sync, even if it's off, because all you're seeing is the road coming and going there while I'm talking, and there's really not much to sync about. I mean, so that ain't that big of a deal if it's a little off sync. I mean, except, you know, I'm going to say, like if I did this, slowing down, I'm about ready, and turning onto this gravel road right now, you hear the voice in the night and the sounds of the outside maybe, but I might not turn for another 3 seconds. That would be about it. Oof, puddle. I don't know, what else can I talk about here? I mean, I don't want to get on a rant about politics or something like that. I mean, hell, I don't give a fuck what anybody else thinks about their political views, so, I mean, I don't expect anybody to give a fuck about mine. I mean, well, I kind of do, but, I don't want to go on a political rant. I guess I could speak my mind on a few things here. I mean, like old news stuff, like, oops, Kanye West and Kim Kardashian. I think he married Kim Kardashian. See, I can't remember that shit. But whatever. Who the fuck? Naming their baby Northwest. Really? My God. You know they named the child that just for the hype that it was going to get. You're not fooling anybody. You're fucking morons. And you're going to cause that kid mental trauma later in life. And I'm pretty sure that child, when she can do it herself, she will change her name. So, I mean, right there, that's for those people don't need to be having children together. They don't need to be having children. They're too stupid to have kids. That'll probably piss some people off there. They're like, I love Kanye West, or I love Kim Kardashian, you know. If them two are married, I can't remember right now. I may be totally wrong about that, but whoever Kanye was married and blah, 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 and named that kid like that. You dumbass. That poor child. The only advantage that kid's gonna have is the money. But, I mean, oh fucking dog. I gotta get ahead of this damn dog. Fuck. Fucking people leave their animals out running about, and that's how dogs get killed, animals get killed. You know? My God, there's another thing right there. People's too stupid to have animals, and oh my God, this gravel road is in bad shape. This is down the bottom area, or I'm heading down towards the bottoms, which might not be a wise idea, but that's just been raining. But I'm heading towards what's called the old Blue Lick area, which is where my mom and my uncle grew up. You know, this is their old home area. And their old stomping grounds when they were kids, you know, on foot, go fishing and stuff like that. So, oh God. Ruts from where waters just ran across the road. But yeah, some people are just too stupid to have animals too. Really? People who don't take care of their animals and abuse their animals just really piss me off. I just... When I see people mistreating animals, you know, and stuff like that, like you see on TV, you know, them commercials and stuff. If I had money, I'd give to stuff like that. But when it's, you know, people who do stuff to animals like that, I have no problem would have no problems doing physical harm to somebody like that. I'd have no problems beating the living shit out of somebody like that. Would not feel a bit bad about it. I mean, I'm one of them people. Yeah, I wouldn't say I'm an animal rights activist. I mean, domesticated, you know, pets, you know, stuff like that, you know, yeah, I'm for, I mean, because I am a carnivore, I like meat, but, you know, who mistreat pets and stuff just piss me off. But I am one of them people, like, if I was driving down a street, and a person walking their dog crossed right out in front of me, there's no way in hell I could avoid it, I would swerve to hit the human and miss the dog. That's what I am. I'd rather hit a human than a dog. So, that gives a little bit of divulgence into my mental status. And they have dug up this road right here. Holy fuck. Oh my God. That wasn't there the last time I was through. They dug up that road, I think, put a culvert in and just laid the dirt over it. Didn't even bother to pack it down or anything, damn. But, so, there's my thoughts on that. I guess I could talk about the leak that Apple involved about the new pictures, like with Jennifer Lawrence and stuff. I have not seen these pictures. But, oh my God, this is nasty. It's flooded out. Oh shit. Come on. Come on, baby. You can get through it. Oh, fuck. There we go. Whew, that was nasty. Fuck. yeah, I can see how, she could, like Jennifer Lawrence could be upset, and, and it's a sex crime and stuff like that. But also, you just can't blame the people who hacked it. You have to blame yourself. If you take pictures like that and put them on a public thing like that, you're not asking for it, but you're just making yourself way more susceptible to it. So you, in a way, are as much at fault. I mean, I like Jennifer Lawrence. She's a pretty good actress, but, I mean, you just can't blame the hackers. So, I think I'm going to end it there. I mean, I've yacked too much, I guess. So, thanks for watching, and bye.